What up, Buzz? You tapped in? Okay, Goose, you tapped in too? All right, Chicago, y'all tapped in? All right, boys, let's crack 'em. Feel like Mike in the fourth with the ball in my hands and I'm taking a shot. I'm the king in the madhouse on Madison, whether I make it or not. Now the crowd going crazy, they watching the play and I'm watching the clock. Got my shot in the air and the buzzer go off and I'm watching it drop. This team did things, MJ shot City 6 rings. D-Rose too big, too fast, too strong, history. And we good on that, put Jilla on the track and we good on wax. 3, 2, 1, everybody say Bulls on tap. Bulls on tap. Our city pretty and gritty. Benny the bull in the crowd getting hyper and litty. Me, I'm so drippy, it's slippery, nothing offends me. Banners on banners, we winners. We got the stats in the news. Go and subscribe, hang out with Buzzy and Goose. Tapping with us, we the truth. Jilla just murdered the booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bulls on Tap. I'm your boy Buzz. I'm joined by my dude Goose, aka Bulls Scripted. We're here after a Chicago Bulls must-win loss. A must-win loss, 126-109 in New Orleans against the short-handed Pelicans. Before we get into this game, be sure to go on TapSportsNet.com for all your Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. Following us on Twitter at Bulls on Tap and on Tap Sportsnet. Following Goose at Bulls Scripted, me at Buzz on Tap. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to us. 5-star rating and review because that's cool and tough. Also, if you are on Facebook or Twitter, head over to the YouTube if you don't mind. Subscribe to the On Tap Sportsnet YouTube channel. Hop into the comment section. Talk some shit with us about the game. Give us your thoughts on this because it was a pretty big loss. Also, if you're a gambling person, go to betrivers.com. You can use promo code ONTAP. They will match up to $250. So if you put in $250, BetRivers will give you $250. Go to betrivers.com. Promo code ONTAP. They will match up to $250. Goose, must win. We lost. And I mean, I don't really know what to even say right now. I mean, yeah, DeMar was out. Right. Okay, I get it. Lonzo. We don't have Lonzo. Yeah, okay, I get it.
They didn't have Zion and they didn't have Ingram. So that's pretty fair there to me.
Yeah. So I mean, this was a loss that, I mean, P-Bo's in the comments here. This is so damn disappointing, and it is. You know, I flew solo the other night. You got held up at work. I said that this was a must-win game, and you know, you and I talked about the schedule 2 post games ago when we were telling, like, this is a time, you know, you need to start winning these games when you get out of this kind of brutal part of the schedule and the teams that you should beat. Now, New Orleans is making a run. They're trying to get into a play-in. I mean, they don't have a lot.
Are they trying to get into the play-in?
That's what they said. That's what
Ingram sitting because they're trying to do the opposite.
I don't know. I mean, because they're in the play-in.
Yeah, I know. They're currently sitting 10th because I had to go look at the standings. As I'm watching this fourth quarter unfold, I'm going. I'm about to send a tweet. This is what happens with the team playing for a lot. Goes up against the team with nothing to play for, and then I go, well, wait. They do have something to play for.
Yeah,
if they want to, because the West out of nowhere sucks. Apparently, that they're in the play-in over there in the West, despite the losing record. So while a must-win game for the Bulls and something I would have assumed for the Pelicans without Zion, without Ingram, is just I'm not going to read that one out loud, but yes, that and some more of that. You know, this was a must-win game against a team that I didn't know was really playing for anything. And if I was scrolling off a Twitter and not actually watching the game, I would have assumed we were talking about a different sport and a different Bulls because I don't know who Jose Alvarado is. And he destroyed us. And that really hurt my feelings.
Yeah, he's yeah, it hurt mine too, man. Yeah, no, he's an undrafted free agent that came out there in 30 minutes and whipped our ass is what just basically happened. We had no answer for him, whether we had Alex Caruso go on him, Javante switched on him a couple times, Io switched on him. Didn't matter. Didn't fucking matter who went against him tonight. He had a good game. He played real well. Devontae Graham, let's not forget talking about him. He hits huge fucking shots. I know a lot of people laughed at that move with Charlotte and New Orleans, and they talked about that in the first half. Adam and Stacy did. Devontae Graham's a good player. You know, he's a good player. He came out of Kansas.
LaMelo didn't get drafted to Charlotte. He was their starting point guard.
Yes, he was. He had a great year. He had a great year. CJ McCollum's no slouch. He had great years in Portland coming over here. I think New Orleans is trying to stay in this play-in scenario is because you heard Adam tonight. There's these conflicting reports on Zion Williamson. Is he coming back? Is he not coming back? What's going on with Zion? So if they are at least in the playoff picture and Zion gets to maybe come back for the last 3-4 games, who fuck knows? Maybe something good happens for them. Who knows? But they're a team that the Bulls should know that. They have people that know this information. So you come out here and you lay a fucking egg. Zach has almost 40 fucking points, but he turns the ball over 5 times because everybody on the Bulls, they put lube on their fucking hands or something. I don't know what they were doing, man. They had
I can already see the play with Kobe in the fourth that you're partially referencing.
Yeah, I'm not cool with this. Like, this is fucking bad. And everybody who told us that was tweeting at me, and I have great conversation, but it was just disagreements. It was nothing horrible. But like, oh, it's not a must-win game. Fuck you. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You know why now? Because we're 1 game out of the fucking play-in, dude. We're 1 game out of the play-in.
Yeah, no. I woke up this morning, and before I even saw our buddy Joe Cowley's tweet, that the Celtics, as of today, had the toughest remaining schedule, and the Bulls had the 9th, that we had fallen down that list. Our tougher games were somewhat out of the way here. Looked at the next 3 and said, all right, we can definitely win those 3. No biggie. And then you have what happened tonight happen in that second half, and obviously – the first half wasn't much better, or they wouldn't have been in the predicament they were in the second half. I don't know if they felt they could sleep through the first half and then just pick it up in the second half and close it out in the fourth quarter like they have so many times this year. But without DeMar DeRozan in the fourth quarter, the Bulls looked like they had no idea what they were doing.
No, because there was – and then it got stagnant. And then no one was moving. And then it became ISO ball with 1 ISO player on the court. Like – Zach's good. Zach is not upper echelon good.
Zach's not fourth quarter takeover good.
No, he's not Kevin Durant.
That's part of the reason why Acme felt the need to go out and get a guy like DeRozan, was because one of Zach's flaws to this point is he does get a little bit of butterfingers and a little sweaty under pressure in the fourth.
And by no means am I blaming him for anything besides his turnover.
The dude had 40 points.
Right, yeah.
There's no reason that there was a game to watch in the fourth quarter.
But, I mean, Billy not taking more advantage of Vucevic in the lineup. I mean, he wasn't in foul trouble. He was shooting real well. He was 7 for 11, 2 for 3 from downtown. He had 16 points, 9 boards. Yeah, he was struggling a little bit defensively. You have to find a way to mask that. And I'm sorry, he's been back for 3 games now. I don't want Patrick Williams playing 17 fucking minutes anymore. If he's got a 25-minute cap, do it right. And play him the 25 fucking minutes. There's no reason the fourth pick. This is the first time I'm really going at Billy. There's no reason he's playing 17 minutes. For what? Matchups? He's one of my most diverse defenders on the fucking team. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Why are we getting cute? I don't need to see Derrick Jones Jr. I love him, and you know that. But I don't need to see him. I don't need to see Javonte Green for 25 minutes. We have the Javonte Green Power Hour on this show, for God's sake. I love him. You have the 4th pick in the 2020 NBA draft with a 25-minute limit to play, and he's not cracking 20.
Well, especially on a night like tonight where you're starting forward and DeMar DeRozan is out. So, like, the first 2 games with the back-to-back situation, cool, get it, work him in. Tonight was the time to set him free. Be free, Pat Will. P. Willie, be free. Like, and we did not get that. And I don't know if, like, did we just feel that we had this game so in hand that DeMar didn't have to play, that he could take the night off, and then everybody else just assumed they could take the night off too?
I don't know. I think I wish I would have messaged Joe or even KC just to ask, like, this flexor injury. And before I even get into that, Hank, yes, I am sorry. I thought they were playing at home tonight. That is my mistake. They played in New Orleans, obviously. I said that on Tuesday, that they were playing at home. My mistake there, bud. Thank you for calling me out. No, for real, because I should have known that and paid better attention. But they lost, I believe, on Tuesday, didn't they? Because today's fucking Thursday. Yes, they lost on Tuesday, so I was already pissed the fuck off, so I couldn't pay attention. But no, I don't know. They said it was a hip strain or a groin issue, and then it was like that adductor, is it called? Abductor or something injury? I don't know what the fuck it's called. I don't know what the fuck that is. If someone told me their adductor hurt on their body, but what are you talking about? I don't know what that is. But anyway, so it's a groin hip issue thing. So, I mean, I don't know if they took New Orleans light and then that's why they didn't play DeMar tonight. But if that is the reason, it's going to set me off 10 times fucking more.
Well, no, I mean, you look at the Pelicans roster without Ingram and you go, yeah, DeMar, you can have the night off. Zach's gotten to take a couple nights off. You know, you've carried us most of the season. Take the night off. And then this is the results you get. So I would be very curious.
It's an adductor, Buzz. It's in the inside of your leg. Just say you have fucking inside of your leg injury. I don't need to hear the fucking medical term. I'm not a doctor. I'm an idiot who drinks beer and talks about the Bulls. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I didn't know what that was until like literally I saw it earlier this year. I'd never heard that before. And if I did, I just didn't remember.
Well, hopefully DeMar's adductor it's going to be okay going forward because I can't have any more of these adducting issues. This is just
look at you, just trying to laugh, at our fucking pain right now. Yeah,
I legitimately, as I tweeted, I felt like I was going to throw up.
Yeah,
as the Pelicans were going on that run in the fourth, I felt like I was in a spin zone. I haven't had any alcoholic beverages, but the room was spinning and I was ready to throw up all over my computer.
I legit got upset tonight. Like I did. I legit got
first
upset.
Time all season.
Yeah.
This is the first podcast all year where we are legitimately like yelling, like mad. Like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah,
because there's no reason that given this roster and the talent that's on this roster that you go into a fourth quarter of a close game and you get your ass kicked by Jose Alvarado.
Right. It screams inconsistencies too throughout the game. You score fucking damn near 40 points in the first quarter. You score 109 for the game. I mean, we let up 126 to a team missing arguably their best scorer. You know, and then like you said, Alvarado comes out of nowhere and just pimp slaps us and just because he could. There was no one who could do anything to him. And then you have mental errors on top of that. You have a team playing hard. It's plain and simple, really. You have a fucking team playing hard that's striving for something, and then you have a fucking team that thinks that they're better than they are right now. And we go back early in the season, I'm talking shit. I'm like, holy shit, man, like they're fucking playing great. And it showed in the numbers when you're and listen, it's not just because of who they were beating and how they were doing it at the beginning of the season. It is not easy in the NBA to be top 10 in offensive and defensive efficiency. It's not. Those are really good teams that do that. So that's what led me to believe, like, wow. So when Caruso went down or Ball went down, obviously it's going to start falling. Caruso comes back. The defense improves like the first two games he's back, right? They hold a team under 100 for the first time since he had went down or some shit. It's an effort thing right now. I refuse to believe it's a talent gap, especially when you have an undrafted free agent, like I said, pimp slapping us in front of the fucking nation tonight. I don't know what it is. I don't.
Oh, no. I mean, he flat out embarrassed us. As Jordan Miller pointed out earlier, what was that forced travel? Where did he come from?
I have no idea. I had no idea.
Just came out of like the swamp and just travel. I gotcha. Like, what was that? Why was he allowed to do that? And then, as Stacey also pointed out, why was their bench allowed to be like coming on the floor?
There was a lot of weird.
That fourth quarter was bizarre.
Yeah, there was a lot of weird circumstances that I'm not trying to use because.
Oh no, exactly. No, we're not using that as excuses.
Right, but I mean, like, you're right.
It
was not aesthetically pleasing. I'll tell you, it was something that was very odd to me watching during a basketball game. I wasn't really sure what was happening out on the court, and then that's when Adam and Stacey had to over-explain. And then, you know, Stacey will go all full homer. I mean, I love Stacey for that. He will go full homer, no doubt. But I just wish he would kind of held a little bit of the couple guys a little bit more accountable. You know, I mean, if they continue playing like this, I don't care if DeMar DeRozan comes back next game. It's not going to help.
What is going on with Vooch? Are we ever going to get the
He's
guy
done.
that we traded for?
He won't. I guarantee you he will not be here next year. If this is happening, if this is how it's going down, and I love Vooch, it sucks because I really thought when we acquired him, that was our, I think, second most listened to episode we've ever done, dude, is when we traded for Vooch. And we've done pretty good. Like, I was proud of that. I was like, wow. And we saw some flashes. Let's be honest with ourselves. We saw some flashes of it, but it never came through in a consistency thing. And then you find yourself kind of like in baseball, like, you know what, man, Makata's going to break out of this slump. He's going to start fucking tearing the cover off the ball. It's going to start happening. You know what? Vooch is going to, he's not going to clank that off the rim. He's not going to leave that short,
No,
And
we traded for a, all-around spacing center, and we're not getting spacing anymore. People are just like, shoot, dude.
Right. The only way that Vooch isn't moved. Yeah. Right. That's what I thought. I mean, the only way that Vooch isn't moved, in my opinion, right now, because he's being used as a scapegoat. And you've seen it within media here in Chicago. You've seen it through fans and stuff like that. I just don't know if he fits what we have around right now, because I thought he would, because he can operate in the high post and shit. And he can create offense. He's a good passer, and then he can, like you said.
Are we asking Vooch to be Lowry Markkinen?
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. All I know is right now
do we just want Vooch to just pick and pop? Is that all we want him to do?
Yeah.
And it's failing once again.
Right. And again, Vooch played the best game out of anybody on the floor besides Zach LaVine and Kobe White tonight for the Bulls. I mean, he did go 7 for 11 from the field. I read his stats off earlier. I mean, he played his game. He got beat
in
by
a game without DeMar DeRozan. Your alternative all-star has to step the fuck up, and 7 of 11 is not stepping the fuck up.
It's not enough. It's just not enough. And then you hear Stacey like, oh, he's just got to back them down a little bit more, and I'd like to see him do this. And it's just like, yeah, dude, but he's got a big body on him. He's not going anywhere. No one's cutting, and it's not his fault. Okay, it's not just his fault. It's a collective team issue. I think some of these rotations that Billy's running out there are kind of starting to confuse me a little bit. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to stay bitching on the Patrick Williams thing. Anybody feel free to disagree or even want to hop in this fucking thing. You go ahead and let me know.
Shit's hitting the fan, and we're going to start aiming the fan at Billy now.
I'm not. No, I just.
Oh, no.
I'm
with you in aiming the fan in the sense that why does this team get so stagnant offensively? We watch other teams all the time, all night, missing players, missing star players. The rest of the team's still moving. They're giving the Bulls hell defensively.
Yeah.
And it almost feels like for the Bulls, without positive Zach or DeMar ISO possession, if we're not in transition, we're not doing a damn thing.
Yeah, and you know what's so funny to me is like we've talked about a million times how that defense created offense in the beginning of the season, right? And how like that running in transition, grabbing the board and jetting out worked so well for the Bulls. But I think we fell in love with what was happening there. And then when that kind of stopped, when the injuries started piling up, and then the ISO ball started because Zach was fully healthy, DeMar was cooking, and they were winning us games. They were just trading off. Who's going to fucking win us this game? What's going to happen here? And for a 30, thank you. For a 32-year-old in DeMar DeRozan, who has never played, I think he hasn't played this many minutes per game since like 2014. It's 36 minutes per game.
He's having the best season of his career with probably the highest usage.
Exactly. And guess what? He's fucking getting tired and he's getting beat up. And you're starting to see it happen now because the magic of him hitting these shots and doing it over and over again isn't there. So I don't really know. I don't really know where to go from here, but I wanted to reiterate, we're not blaming Billy Donovan. At least I know I'm not. I know you're not either, but I would really like to be a fly on the wall or even have the opportunity one day to ask him a question. And I don't want to make it sound stupid. I just really want to learn. I'd rather just learn and be like, how come I look at these other teams that make adjustments and they're able to, go on the fly. And if something's not working, if they're running their offense through their big, or if they're, coming off of, constant picks or switching on defense or something like that, instead of sticking with your man, how come we don't stop doing those things? We just commit to them all game long. And I'm serious. They do that. And I don't really get it because again, this was a must win. You lost. And it's not good. And I'm going to say it's a must win. I don't care if anybody disagrees with me. I don't want to go into the fucking play-in. The play-in sucks. If this was like a 7 or 8 seed without this stupid fucking play-in the NBA did, okay, we made the playoffs. Great. Yeah.
Especially with the record that we have. That's something that I could be like, hey, the East was really good this year. had ran into some shit. But the way we are playing right now does not justify where we are. I mean,
No,
it
dude,
justifies where we're going, and that doesn't feel good.
Are we 2-8 in our last 10 now? I think we are.
I think so.
I think I'm. Let me check. Yeah, that's just. That's killer.
It's getting really hard to fight back against the pretender title, because what are we like?
Well, we're a terrible road team. We're 16-21 on the road.
And we're no longer in the sweet spot of home court advantage for the playoffs, even for the first round.
And then that's fucking killer in itself because of how bad you've played on the road all year. They're 26-10 at home. They have by far, though, in at least the top 6 currently right now as we speak, the worst point differential. They just can't get their shit together, and it's just. It's just so fucking crazy, man. It really is just crazy to me. We're watching kind of a downfall happen a little bit. I think there can be some adjustments. Hopefully that can be made, but
obviously DeMar's abductor can stop
fuck you, man.
Acting up, and we can get more than 17 minutes out of Patrick Williams.
Yeah, our boy Chai Sports fan, who's always razzing and coming at me. Always in all fun, though. But he made a couple good comments I kind of like. He doesn't like the nice guy mentality, which I've heard a lot of people say that, and even Stacy said that quite a few times. My old man has actually said that quite a few times. And then he said also Patrick Williams back to starting, and I agree with him. Even if that 25-minute limit, just have him set the tone with the team here. You need to try something. You need to shake some shit up. Give it a shot.
Something that Stacy pointed out on the broadcast was he's going to need minutes with these starters come playoff time.
Right.
And if you're going to be throwing games like this anyway, it's not like you're protecting him. You're not helping the team. If all we're talking about is, okay, we're going to make the playoffs, we're in the playoffs, we're good, doesn't matter. Well, then I guess get Pat the minutes he needs with the guys he's going to be playing with in the playoffs.
Right.
Because if we're going to continue to lose and come out with this lack of intensity and just, we need a positive to hang on to, like the good old days of tanking, where we could hop on here and say, well, at least we lost. If I could say, well, at least Pat put up 20. Pat had a double-double. Pat, made some really good plays at the point guard. Give me something. Give me something to salivate Pat-wise. If Vooch isn't going to get enough touches to really make an impact, and we're just going to play lackluster and let Jose Alvarado destroy us.
Man, fuck that guy.
I didn't know that I could dislike somebody, but I really don't like Jose Alvarado.
No, fuck him, dude. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be so fucking petty. I'm going to go turn on 2K after this, and I'm going to trade for him, and I'm going to fucking sit him on the end of my bench and never play him. That's what I'm gonna do, because it will do nothing to him, but it will make me feel better.
The undrafted free agent that just destroyed us is really gonna feel that.
Yeah. Like I said, it will do nothing to him, but I will feel better for a good 10 minutes.
So Cleveland is a must win.
That's what our boy Juice Manko in the comments says.
I would have to agree because they're the team that's chasing us. So
and guess what? We're in Cleveland. Guess what? The next fucking 3 games are away. And this is bad. This is bad. It's very, very not good. So Cleveland they're in 6th in the Eastern Conference standings right now. They've been pretty good all year. They dealt with some injury issues themselves. They have a ton of size, which has bothered the Bulls, even when the Bulls did win. But it still bothers them. This is going to be a huge game on what is that, Saturday? Is that Saturday night, the Cleveland game? I went too far. See, I shouldn't hit buttons. I hit buttons too much. That is Saturday night, March 26th, 7 p.m. So it's a must-win game. I don't know what they can do to win it. Not turn the fucking ball over as a start. Let's start there, and let's play some fucking defense a little bit, okay? Because I thought at least Io and Caruso were going to hold that down a little bit tonight, and they neither of them did. They didn't do good enough.
No, there are some plays I was baffled by. I was like, wait.
Yeah. So I mean,
you're all defense. That's Jose Alvarado. Why is he running past you?
Stop saying his fucking name, man. It's like Beetlejuice to me. Like if you say it another time, this motherfucker gonna pop up in the Buzz Cave down here. You beat my ass, man. Because I told him I was gonna bench him in 2K. It's fucking ridiculous out here. But yeah, one lighthearted topic to talk about before we ride on out here into the sunset. Obviously we know we need to beat Cleveland. I wanted to ask you, did you see the Jimmy Butler fiasco last night?
Yeah, I did.
And I just want your opinion on it because I didn't get to text you about that today.
Hey, it's that time of the year again.
Where Jimmy it's everybody. Everywhere Jimmy Butler goes, it's somebody else's fault other than Jimmy Butler. I just want to
and I used to be able to come up with a lot of really good defenses, but at this point, like reading Spoelstra's lips and seeing him say,
"You want to
fight? Gonna do? Fight me?"
Yeah, like what?
What did you say, Jimmy? Like,
and then he said that they were only relevant because of Dwayne Wade. Haslam.
No. That was Ballsack Sports.
Oh, was that Ballsack Sports? Oh, okay. I didn't know.
That quote was Ballsack. I'm pretty
was
sure.
It really? Okay. I didn't know. I
think you got Ballsack there.
I did. Did I get Ballsacked? Okay. Goddamn Ballsack, man.
Obviously, that would be believable.
God.
Because it's not entirely false without Dwayne Wade. The Heat really didn't really ever accomplish that much. I mean, they retired Michael Jordan's number.
I just thought it was so interesting to see them going at it on the court like that. It was a big fucking deal.
Oh yeah, I thought Haslam was going to carry his ass to the locker room.
But I'm sitting there and I had flashbacks to our panel that we did at the Windy City Bulls game. Okay, like listen, we know that this is a superstar fucking league. All right, like it's a superstar league. I will get hyped up around the players around DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine when we're fully healthy because I feel like they complement them well. And sometimes teams like that can do damage. All right, but it's a superstar fucking league at the end of the day. Jimmy Butler is not a superstar. Jimmy Butler is going to be in the Hall of Very Good. All right, and
Jimmy might crack.
We'll see. He's still got the.
I don't know if I can commit to that.
He's not a Hall of Famer, dude. He's not right now. But it's not just. It's just that's not even my point. He's a great player. He's a fun player to watch. Okay, but I said during that panel, I was glad that was one of the best things I think that Gar and Pax ever did was trade Jimmy Butler. Because I like Zach LaVine. I think that Zach LaVine has more potential than Jimmy, at least scoring the rock wise. You compliment him a lot better. But it's shit like that I like. Listen, if you're mad, you're mad. But I mean,
3 teams. This is three.
Yeah, it's an issue now. Minnesota, Philly, Miami.
And this just so happens to be the team that paid him. They're stuck with him.
And
they
not to mention
Jimmy Butler over $50 million when he's 36 years old. Holy hell. For what? For this year? For this year and next year with Jimmy
do you know how bad he's shooting this year from 3?
Like 18%?
Yeah, I'm getting the numbers now. I'm just pulling them.
I know it's bad.
I will say that fucking Heat team is very well constructed, though. Mixture of size, mixture of shooting, mixture of driving, mixture of dickheads. I mean, it's very, very fucking, it's built very well.
Pat knows what he's doing. Unfortunately, Jimmy might throw a wrench in that sucker again.
No shit, but Jimmy's averaging 21.2, 6, and 5.5 right now. He's shooting 46.9% from the field and 20.2% from downtown.
He's shooting Chris Dunn from downtown.
Yeah. So, I mean, and he's attempting about 2 threes a game. Again, he's a good player, but that shit was just insane to me. I just wanted to bring it up and talk about something else that was funny because I'm upset because of what the Bulls did. So I just wanted to bring that up real quick. I don't have much else unless you have anything you want to elaborate on this or anything else, and I'll talk about
now, the way the teams are playing, obviously we don't want to see any of the top 4 in the first round. But do you really want to see Boston right now?
No.
Like there's no team in the East that you want to see.
Charlotte.
Are we the team that teams want to see? Are we the team that teams want to see?
Yeah.
I don't want that to be the case. Can we go back to like 3 months ago?
Yeah, when I was fucking walking around talking mad shit. Yeah, that's
when
I
was like the guy in Major League and my cojones were down here, I had to hold them up. Yeah, I want to go back to that. I feel like a scared kitten right now, and I don't like it.
It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. I don't know what they're gonna do. I see a comment here from our dude Hank Rodriguez. Watching Sato clothesline Grayson Allen tonight put a smile on my face. It was absolutely beautiful. I loved it too. And then Grayson got up all tough like he was gonna do something when we know he ain't gonna do shit. But that it's good shit, which I'm sure Buzz loves because that's his efficiency king. Fuck you. We're all having a bad night, Chai sports fan. You gotta come in here and shit on me. You're lucky I love you like a brother, you dick. I mean, just unreal, unfucking real. But yeah, Sato channeled his inner Buzz on Grayson and said, "Fuck you, buddy." That's what he did. That was good shit. Yeah, winning Cleveland, man. I'm not going to break down what they fucking need to do.
Do not let Lowry Markkanen kick your ass. That is the only motivation that you need heading into that game.
I'll tell you something right now.
He's been killing it.
I know. If fucking Lowry comes out and shits on us, I will not be on this motherfucker on Saturday night. I won't be.
My head will be in the toilet.
I'm going to be. It's going to be fucking whiskey shots and toaster bath. That's what's going to fuck down. I'm not. There's no way. We will be here for sure, but I will be bitching. So if you want to hear 30 minutes of bitching,
watch us take a toaster bath.
Yeah,
join us live.
Yeah, if you want to, I'm gonna bring everything upstairs. I'm gonna sit in the fucking bathtub, and I'm just gonna drop fucking toaster in it. So, I don't know. Win in fucking Cleveland, man. You got anything else?
No.
No. I ain't got shit. All right. Everybody be sure to go to ontapsportsnet.com for all your Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. Following us on Twitter at BullsOnTap, at OnTapSportsNet. Following Goose at BullScripted, me at BuzzOnTap. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to us, 5-star rating and review, because that's cool and tough. Also, if you are listening on Facebook or Twitter, please go over to YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, OnTapSportsNet. Hop in the comment section, talk with us. It's always a good time in here when the comment section is popping off. Also, if you are a betting person, go to betrivers.com. Use promo code ONTAP when you sign up. They will match up to $250 of your first deposit. So you deposit $250, you get another $250. I'm not a math magician. I said magician. See what happens? I'm all fucking flustered. Anyway, that's $500. It's $500 that you get when you use the promo code ONTAP. If you deposit $250, it is matched. We'll be back if Goose doesn't drown himself in a toilet and I don't take a toaster bath on Saturday after the Bulls take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's go.